fine. Don't you just love the colors? So do you think that the shoulders are too bare?
The answer is yes to all three questions.
Now, look at this. Can't you just see me at Palace Park in this little number?
You know, she's not going to be able to see you at Palace Park, so why don't you just sort of model it for us now?
Right.
No, my dears. There really don't have any time for a fashion show. I just dropped by to see how you were and to find out if you were still planning your trip this weekend.
We are definitely going, as you can see.
We're so sorry you can't come with us. We're going to have such a good time. Besides, I could probably use your company. I expect my famous husband will be on the phone half the time.
Well, now, Raven, if you really feel the need of company, perhaps I will go with you. Oh, Raven, don't look so worried. That was only an idle thought. I really don't have time to rearrange my life and my schedule on such short notice.
Well, I think it's a very good thought, so I will do the rearranging. Call Palace Park right now.
Wait a minute, now don't be silly. It's very difficult to get reservations. And when I called 2 weeks ago, we were very lucky to get ours.
Well, we might be luckier still. There might be a last-minute cancellation.
Well, it wouldn't matter if there were, Logan. Thank you very much. But the idea is clearly out of the question.
All right.
You see, I have a dinner party this Saturday with some of my political friends. And the subject I'm hoping they'll discuss is you.
Me?
Well, the party has to nominate a candidate for your office this month. And naturally, I assume it will be you.
Well, I wouldn't assume that if I were you. As far as this administration is concerned, I'm tainted by this whole Winter Austin affair.
Oh, my dear, they'd be foolish to drop you for some unknown. In any case, I may be able to get the drift of things.
Oh, that's very kind of you. You're a very kind woman. Heck of a babysitter.
And I would have gladly offered you Jamie, except that you told me yourself that you were too busy this weekend.
What I said was, I was hoping you could find a weekend retreat that would accept children. I think it's wrong for you to be away from that baby for the whole weekend.
We were gone longer on our honeymoon. Come on, if you keep this up, my husband is going to change his mind about taking me.
No. We're definitely committed. I sent him the money.
Of course, Logan, if you did change your mind, you could go with me to that dinner party and do a little fence mending of your own.
Oh, no, you don't. I am not going to spend this glorious weekend in a room with a bunch of politicians.
You know, I heard it's going to rain this glorious weekend.
It is not going to rain this glorious weekend. It's going to be perfect, and we're going to spend the entire weekend outside in the fresh country air.
And I'm sure Jamie would have loved that.
Jamie is also going to spend the weekend in the fresh country air because he is going to Oakdale with April and Draper. So you see, I've thought of everything.
You usually do, my dear.
Jamie is going to have just as good a time as we are, I assure you.
Well, I wasn't thinking of the fresh air so much, Raven. I was thinking that it would have been very good for Jamie to be with both his parents this weekend for a change.
He'll be very happy with April. She absolutely adores him.
Yeah, I'm not sure Draper's so crazy about the idea, though.
He'll do anything she wants. April has him wrapped around her little finger. And Jamie has April wrapped around his.
I see.
Poor April. She would have been a wonderful mother. It's too bad she can't have any kids. Guess she'll just have to do with a substitute. But just once in a while. That's all I mean.
I'm all set. Sorry it took so long.
That's all right. April and I had a nice little chat.
Well, as you can see, Draper isn't here yet, so there goes our foursome.
What time did he say he was going to pick you up?
Oh, around 7-ish. What time is it now? 7:45?
Yeah, we better get going. Come on.
Yep.
Oh, hi.
Huh, just in time. You almost missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime.
And what opportunity is that?
Join us for dinner. Only if you want to, of course.
I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to afford to linger over a dinner table tonight. Some things I have to do.
Uh-oh. Sounds like I'm going to get a cold sandwich for dinner.
Look, you were the one who wasn't free for dinner earlier, remember?
Well, remember, it wasn't my fault.
Some things just came up.
It's all right. It's all right. Forget about it, Draper. We'll all do dinner together some other time. We'll plan it in advance, all right?
That's terrific.
Yeah, well, I'll say goodnight then.
See you tomorrow. Nicole. Have a good dinner.
Bye-bye.
Night.
Bye. Why didn't you want to have dinner with Miles and Nicole?
Because I want to have dinner with you all by myself.
Why?
Because I love you and adore you.
Oh, something tells me there's another reason.
Well, there is. There's something I want to talk over with you, something very important.
Something that you couldn't talk about in front of Miles and Nicole.
That's right.
Okay, well, come on, what is it? Don't just stand there, give me a hint.
It's a job offer.
What?
April, I got a terrific job offer tonight with another law firm.
Now, wait a second, you're kidding. You're not really thinking of leaving Mike, are you?
Well, this Philip Seward didn't come down to see me specifically. He came down to see Mike to see if Mike were interested.
The same position.
Well, yeah, it's the same job, but it wouldn't carry as much weight if I took it. You see, they offered Mike a senior partnership. His name was going to be right up there on the door. Can you imagine that? Having your name alongside Seward, Paxton, Whiteside.
Well, who are they?
Who are they?
Yeah.
One of the most prestigious law firms in the country. They handle the biggest corporations, the most important Washington...
Wait a second. Draper, you're not even that kind of lawyer.
I know, I'm a criminal attorney. But the man who headed up their criminal department retired.
Headed up? You mean the whole division?
Well, Seward said that he couldn't give me a full partnership right away, but in the future, the very near future.
Wait a second. What's so terrific about all this, though?
April, I'm not talking about some little two-man firm here in Monticello. I'm talking about a New York firm with a couple of dozen attorneys.
New York? You mean, you didn't tell me it was out of town?
Well, the firm has no need to open a branch here in Monticello.
Well, Draper, I thought that's what this was all about, that they were going to open a...
No, April, the firm is in New York. April, it's a terrific job, the best job I've ever been offered, a dream job.
Well, that would mean moving. That would mean leaving our new home, our family, friends.
April, people relocate all the time. Hey, come on now. Aren't you impressed? I mean, aren't you really glad that I was even offered this kind of job?
Well, sure, yeah. Of course I'm impressed. Draper, I'm also a little scared. Afraid that you might want to accept it.
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find, always on our mind, and frustrated days pass without sight, the edge of night, half dark, half light, as we watch our hearts trying to hold the tenderness that we once had.